Hey guys, all right. So, okay, my sister-in-law bought me 2 things to work on for her, and I figured, all right, I'll give it a try. This particular vacuum, this Dyson, the problem with this was it started to the moment I pressed the trigger, it would just go boom, 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 boom. It kind of pulsating, you know, the blue light would flash off and on, and it just wouldn't stay on. So I tried. And some of you are probably going to go through this, but before, a lot of the go-to is to replace that battery, but then sometimes it's not the battery. Now this happened to be one of the easiest batteries to replace. You just press this button in the back and the battery just comes right out and you can snap another battery in. The other ones you have to use a screwdriver to get the batteries out and see what's going on. But the battery wasn't the issue. But before I went to the battery, I wanted to make sure that it wasn't the battery. I didn't want to get myself stuck buying a battery. So I tried a filter. I said, all right, let's see if we can clean out the filter. Maybe the filter's the problem. Vacuumed out the filter, put it back in. The filter wasn't the problem. All right, what's next? Okay, let's see if I can clean inside here, right? Because sometimes these mesh filters in here can get, hold on. What I don't want to do is dirty up my little thing here. These mesh filters can get dirty, so I figured let me try to clean this out. You know, let's see if this solves the problem, right? And that didn't. And then I just looked over here and crammed right in this section here, this little hidden section right in here, right there, was a like a disc, a circular, forgot what it was, but it got caught up and it jammed up and it clogged the machine. So instinct was right, clogging somewhere. I thought the filter was probably not cleaned, thought maybe this was jammed up and clogging it, and then I found out that the clog was here, and that's what was causing that that pulsating thing, right? So if you have one of these Dysons here and you're starting to pulsate, the first thing is to check for clogs all throughout the whole system. And then next will be the battery. And if the battery doesn't fix the problem, then it's more into the circuit board motor area. And then that's probably where, if you want to dig deeper and replace the motor, you can. And if not, just go and get yourself another system at that point. So, or you can take it to a shop, see if they want to replace the motor. But either way, you still have to have the desire to go ahead and fix it rather than just throw it away. All right. So the drill set is this one. It's a VPX. Never heard of it before, but it's from Black & Decker, and I'm not sure how old it is. But what it is, that it works down. It's only working because I bought a battery. This is the battery that comes with it. And I went and I wanted to make sure that the battery wasn't the issue. So the battery happened to have been something that was easy to get. Doesn't turn on with this battery. And I thought maybe it's the battery, but then maybe also it could be the charger. Now, I got the battery and I was like, man, it's the battery, It turns out that it may not be the battery, because when I plugged the charger in, the charger isn't lighting up, and it's not charging either the new battery or the old battery. So I'm going to visit this charger. I opened it earlier to see. There's a board in there with I'm gonna see what's happening, what I have to do. But I tested a lot of the contacts, and so far everything seemed to have checked out. Continuity is in the cord. We're getting a positive flow of electricity here, and I don't see where the problem is right now. I can't find it yet, but I am going to explore this little thing. All right, if not, then we're going to have to chuck it. But I want to try to see if I can figure it out. Okay. Yeah, we'll see, man. All right, but anyway, stay tuned for that video. Okay. But hopefully you were able to get some tips on this one, and then I'll see you next time. Okay. Oh, stay tuned after the episode where we're going to give you a snip of, it's like a back chat episode. I may end up leaving all of them at the end of the episode, That means you can still get what you want out of these episodes if all you're here for is this. But if you actually want to hear more from me, then you'll hang around for after credits, okay? And that's when we pull out the cigars and we pull out the drinks and we can just have a fun and chat with each other. That's figurative, by the way. I'll talk to you guys soon. I'm making this video here just to kind of introduce you to what my motive is behind the channel. What's the motivation, right? And what you realize is we're all in this thing together. We're all like, when prices are increasing in our economy, everyone is really affected by it. So we reach out, you know, we get online and we look for ideas and tips and tricks and things to help save money here. And if there's some things that you just don't have the time or even the motivation for to even try to do yourself, so you know you pay for that service, and that service is helping another small business, maybe the AC guy, maybe the mechanic, etc. But if you can save that money, save it. If you have the time, if you have the will, if you have the know-how to do things, and if you want to give it a shot, I say we all we all work together to do something like that. You know, if the economy for some reason, let's say gas prices go up, and as a result of gas prices going up, other businesses have to raise their prices. It's going to eventually hit the consumer. It's going to hit the average everyday working individual. Like, our prices are going up. Regardless if I own a business or not, I'm still a consumer. I'm still buying things in the market. I'm still affected by it, okay? My prices are affected. And if I have to raise prices, that can also affect my business in a negative way. It can in a positive, of course, it can. But it could also drive consumers away, okay? So everything that happens in this market affects everybody in the market. And we really need to pay attention to that. That it's not really them versus us, but it's really, if you think about it, it's like, think about the law of the jungle, right? Nature, right? You have predators, you have preys. You can see a lion, you can see a gazelle, etc. It's just the way it is, right? Okay, so in our society, you're gonna have the same makeup. You're gonna have those who are like predators, and then you're going to have those who are not as fortunate to be able to hunt that way. You know, not all the animals have the equipment to hunt. Okay, some graze, some they have the equipment to eat at their particular level. Now, we're not like animals because we can think and we can change our status, right? If you're a gazelle, you're always going to be a gazelle. You're not going to be like a fighting gazelle. You're not going to all of a sudden, be the one that saves the village kind of thing, or the herd. But humans can do that. You know what I mean? So just keep that in mind. There's always going to be, systems in place that there's no such thing as the kind of, equity thing, the equality of outcome stuff that people be, trying to push for. That's not possible if you have humans or just creatures in general. It's never going to be, equal outcome. There's no creature on this planet that is exempt from the laws of the nature of the planet, and the same thing with us. So you're always going to have people who are better than others, who make more money than others, who are more vicious than others, who have bigger influence than others. But regardless, if you're on that plane, you have to learn the laws of that land. So we all work together, man. Okay? It's not going to be equal, but hey, guess what? You're going to find a way to survive at your level until you can raise up to a new level, and you find a way to survive on that new level. So thanks for tuning in. If this information can help you, please let it help you. Share it, okay? I'll have a few different videos on here that are just me just chatting with you guys about how I feel about the current status of things, because we're all going through this stuff together. So if I babble on about politics or if I battle on about the culture stuff, it's because those are the conversations that I have in my shop. People come by and they talk about all those things. And I figured, let me give you a little peek into some of the stuff that I get to talk about with the people that come by. All right, so thanks again for subscribing. Stay tuned for bigger and better and greater things. Okay, thank you.